the previous lesson, we understand the programming environment of Scratch, including the stage and the sprites that can live on that stage, and how we could change the way of the sprites looked by giving them costumes and giving them sound, and also add some backdrops to our stage to make it look a little bit more interesting. If I want to move the Scratch cat, I have two ways of doing it. One was to click and move around the stage, or secondly, I could use these X and Y values down here. What this time? We are introducing a motion block. Each of these blocks is going to perform some task and action on the stage of our Scratch program, and we are going to start to call these block functions. A function in the context of Scratch is just some block that performs some task. When I click on the move 10 steps, it is moving 10 steps to the right, and you will notice that the position of the cat changed. Originally it was at 0, 0. Now X is 10 and Y is 0. Every time I click it, the cat moves 10 steps to the right. In this case, the input is 10, meaning I would like to move 10 steps, but I could change this input, for example, to 30. And now when I click this block, the cat moves 30 steps instead of 10 steps. So I can control based on this input. Functions are allowed to take inputs, information that use in order to decide how it is that going to behave. If I make it negative, say negative 20, now every time I click on cat, the cat going to move backwards. Another function is turn 15 degree or clockwise 15 degree. When I drag this block and snap to that move 20 steps, when I click on the couple of instructions, it moves 20 steps, but it also turned by 15 degree. If I keep clicking it, now you will see this cat moving in a nice circle. All of these first set of blue blocks, they are all related to motion, the movement of the cat. So there's one block go to a random position. I will try it. Every time I click on the block, the cat just moves to a different random position. You know what? I have a block and I really don't want it. So I can take the block and just drag it to off to the left and put it back into the library. I'm going to choose new sprite. Let's go to animals. So I have a few different options and I think I like beetle, and I want this beetle to do is just walk around the entire stage, to walk in a rectangle. I'm going to take this code and change this slightly negative minus 180 and 120. If I want to go to the upper right portion of the stage, I will use the go to block again. And remember that the X value control whether it is left or to the right. Negative means to the left, positive will mean to the right. So we will go ahead and change it to positive 180 and then by equals 120. I want to move to the lower right, so X value will be positive. But now our by value control is how far up or down the beetle is going to move. Then y equals negative 120. So I will click on the block and see what happens. The beetle jumped immediately to the lower left. A program is running. The computer can run our program very quickly. The human can see the final position, and we missed all of three of those locations that were in between. And sometimes I need to tell Scratch to slow down a little bit. Do not just immediately go to the particular position. Take some time. I have another motion block called glide. Says glide 1 second to this x value and y value. So I will take them and drag them into the library to delete them. And let's take 1 second to glide to x equal to 180 and y equal 120. Both positive for move right. Let's take one more second to go to the positive for x and negative 120 for y to the right and down. Now let's take one more second to the glide to negative 180, negative 120 for lower left corner. Let's try the run the script. Just click it on script. If I want to end up back at the starting point, I can add one more glide with negative 180 and positive 120. So now when I click on the beetle, it moves in a rectangular all around the stage. If ever you are confused about what those number means and where you are, you just drag the beetle to the location where you want it and you will able to see what the x and y value for that